This is Zeus, Commander, Planet Ship Earth, traveling through a sea of space doing 945 miles per second. And at the same time, we're going around the sun at 728 miles per second. We are doing good today, baby. Sun's come up. It looks really good out. Maybe a little bit on the chilly side, but it's all good. Because I wouldn't be right here right now, laying down in the bedroom, feeling comfortable on this absolutely amazing bed and these pillows behind my back. I feel really good in the moment. And there should be no reason to not. I mean, I had some oranges this morning. Well, not this morning, probably late in the afternoon. It's kind of funny how much more you actually appreciate the food that you're eating when you're hungry. When you don't have anything inside you to digest, that becomes the best fucking orange you've ever eaten in your life. I could still smell it. Those things are, I don't know why it's called a fruit. It should be called a flower. Because when you peel it, you've got that wonderful orange smell. Can you smell that orange smell? Or, a lemon, same thing. You peel it and you've got that wonderful, beautiful fragrance that some people use for perfumes and stuff, because it does smell good. So I say an orange is not just a fruit, not just the average fruit, because it has a flower essence smell, and it is so beautiful. And I was considering too the fractal images of the universe, and this really blew my mind. And I hope it will be something that you can engraft in, that my words could convey to you the enormity of this all and the fact that it's really nothing. And I really don't understand a whole bunch, but what I do understand really leaves clarity, and clarity in all things. So now the fractal hologram. Okay, so a hologram is a true hologram. You could have a picture, and if you cut it in two, then you'll still have the full picture in two different areas because it fractates into the holographic image that was programmed into it. Same thing as if you cut those two into four. Now those four are now in the holographic image. Now you cut it into another replication, which is the 1248 replication cycle of cells. Okay, so now we're cutting it into 8 parsecs, and we've got a complete version in all these different little fragmented pieces. They all look the same, right? And so, they submit to us that our cells are living beings. Well, they even, being there, let's just look at it in the real sense, okay? We're the macro version of the cell in conglomeration. And if the cell itself doesn't participate, then what happens to the cell? It migrates out of that particular place into a conjunction to become something else. So now, and that's even further in the macro, mate, but it's a continuation of self. It's kind of like the mirror. When you open up the two mirrors, if you want to see it, I can show it to you. That's an amazing thing. Being here in the command module of, they call it an apartment. So now we're going to look at the mirror. We're looking at the mirror. Well, actually, the phone doesn't do the turnaround thing, but I'm going to look at it like this. You see, oh my gosh, look how many dimensions there is. And all those are versions of me that I see, right? Because it's the mirror. And every one of the versions are just like me, right? They're just like me. Because they are me. It's the mirror effect. So the depth of the mirror goes as the energy flows, and the briskness and the speed of the energy flow is within my thoughts. So now as we go into a cellular way, we're looking at cellular and even atomic going into that there. Every cell looks like me. And then every atom looks like me. And you even want to go further down that scale. Then that's what happens. You go anywhere you want. So now you're thinking about that. That means the very cells that I'm sending out of me, because this is epigenetics, this is science, okay? And check it out. Dr. Bruce Lipton, like the T, Biology of Belief. It's on YouTube. You can find this yourself. But we don't know what we don't know. And the thing is, when we don't know what we don't know, we don't look. And when you're not looking, you're not finding, because you haven't had the clarification within self. So you're not aware of it. It doesn't exist in your reality, because your reality is a secular vision of you within your particular field. It's yours. It's your world. That is you moving. That's you as the cell yourself. That's what your cell looks like. It's your enclosure. It's a very efficient cell. Now, the cell itself, you don't want to escape from that cell, because you just be going another cell. It's what you do is you work on your cell and you become the highest version of your cell, and you expand up rather than expand down, right? And the thought processes, we're all quite aware of it. I know what makes me feel good. You know what doesn't make you feel good. You have this guidance system. The thing is, you were sold a package that said you didn't know your own guidance system. They said, if it feels good, it's probably wrong. Who the fuck said that? Now that's the guy you want to stick in there with Conor McGregor and say, Conor, take care of him, right? The Irishman. But in the same token, we've been sold this bill of always wanting more, and that we can conquest over our brothers and sisters with impunity because they don't matter. But they do matter, because they're versions of you. And the only peace you have within is the love that you hold within. Because if every piece of the universe is you, and the cells that you expel out of yourself are you, then the life that you live is the version of you that you receive, the law of attraction. What do I want? What life do I want? Who do I want to be? Because it's from me that I put out to the universe, and the universe responds in kind. It's pretty deep. Blessings.